congratulations on the Madison.
Thank you very much.
I feel like every actor I speak to now is dying to be a part of a Taylor Sheridan series. Is this a pinch me moment?
Yeah, he's an incredible writer. I mean, that's what we all dream of, is to just work with people that have a vision like that. So I couldn't be more excited. The people involved it's a dream team.
Have you started filming yet?
No. I just drove my van to Montana to be ready to begin, and I move out to Montana next week, at the end of next week.
What can you share about your character and what we can expect?
His name is Russell.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm allowed to share, but I could say that I'm super excited to play him, and
be with
it's
Michelle
one of the best
Pfeiffer?
scripts I've read in a really long time, and Michelle Pfeiffer, I mean, give me a break. A lot of incredible women on this show. There's just really powerful women, and as someone who grew up with two sisters and has two daughters, I'm really excited.
Do you have to go through Taylor Sheridan's cowboy boot camp?
I do not.
Okay.
That is not what Russell is up to on this show.
Okay.
Now, do I hope at some point I get to go to Cowboy Boot Camp? 100%.
On top of the Yellowstone spinoff, Patrick also has Sidebar, a Suits Watch podcast with his former co-star Sarah Rafferty. Starting September 24th, new episodes will drop every Tuesday, where the two relive their days on set.
Can you show me how to fill out a subpoena?
Absolutely. And after that, do you want me to show you how to wipe your...
It's funny because you should already know how to do both those things.
She's always called me brother from another mother, and she's my sister from another mister. We've just always gotten along. So when it came time to do this, and I don't know the first thing about podcasting, but I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I know that dynamic is essential, and I know that having that kind of back and forth and someone who you just really want to talk to on a weekly basis for hours, she's the person for me. I mean, I love everyone in the cast, would love to talk to anybody, but Sarah and I kind of do it anyway.
How much tea are you two spilling on this podcast?
I know that tea means gossip, right?
Like, yes, but also just
the
info.
never
before heard things that we all want to know.
I think you're gonna get a lot of that. I mean, we went into it with kind of one rule, probably more than one rule, but one real clear rule, that we weren't interested in obviously trafficking and any gossip or telling stories that weren't our stories to tell from behind the scenes.
Okay, so we won't be getting any details on his TV wife, Meghan Markle, who started dating Prince Harry during season 6 of Suits, but fans can expect insight like this.
You're the husband I've always wanted. And I can't wait to begin our adventure together.
I remember the crew got locked in the elevator by accident when we were shooting this.
How long?
All night, for hours.
At least you guys did it.
While we were having this moment, we also knew that there were people stuck in an elevator behind us.
Do admit it, you care about me. I saw you smile when I showed up for work this morning.
I didn't smile. I was thinking of a funny joke.
We had to shoot this in a real courtroom. All the stuff from the first season when we're in a court or just outside a courtroom had to be shot at 2 in the morning because that was the only time they'd let us into the courtroom in Toronto. So you're seeing two very unhappy actors.
Who would break character more in those moments?
Because I was pretty green, I was desperate to get everything right? I never wanted to drop a line, especially in that first season. I was really, really determined to be that guy. Gabriel had been doing this a long time, and so he would be very easygoing and come in and out of it, but that was just a function of how cool he was and how not cool I was.
You didn't want him to go Harvey Specter on you either.
No, we don't never want that. Never fool Harvey.
You giving me advice? Sounds like you actually care about me.
I don't. You're a reflection of me, and I absolutely care about me.
What can you tease about which guests we're gonna see?
Hopefully we're gonna have everybody. We've let everybody know they're welcome and that we'd love to have them. So far we've spoken to Gina Torres, who's just the greatest, and it was the perfect example of why we wanted to do this. I've known Gina for years, she's like family, and yet I heard her talk about things in this episode that we just recorded together that I'd never heard her talk about. Her approach to the character, what Jessica Pearson looked like on the page, and what she wanted to do differently with it from the beginning, what that process was for her. So right away, such insight.
I know other fans would love to see a reunion between Mike Ross and Rachel Zane. So the invite is out?
Yes, the invite's out.
Okay.
The invite's out. Yes, we would love to have her on the show.
Is there
Megan, wherever you are, we'd love to have you on the show.
Is there an episode that you would want to revisit with her especially?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I think it's the last episode of, when we're in the filing room, when Rachel finds out that Mike has been up to what he's been up to. That would probably be an interesting one to relive.
I never went to Harvard.
What?
I'm a fraud. Rachel.
Oh, I didn't remember the second one.
Oh,
And
she
a
went in
cat?
for a third.
Don't remember any of that.
Really?
I was so shocked from the first slap, I guess. I don't remember the second and the cat.
Were those real slaps?
I would have absolutely told her to hit me. Yes. I'm that kind of actor that'd be like, we can't fake this.
Right,
Just hit
you gotta
me.
go for it.
You stay the hell away from Rachel.
Well, that's up to her. But if she does come back here, it won't be to tell me to stay away.
Oh, this is great.
So this is you,
Look at these.
essentially.
We're action stars.
You're beating up your friend.
Where's my Marvel movie? Look at this. That man right there, Brendan Hines, has become one of my best friends in the world, and we met on this episode. We had never known each other, and I married him 2 years ago, and I did not marry him. I performed the marriage ceremony.
Yeah, you were the officiant.
Yeah, he's one of my dearest friends in the whole world.
What made you and Sarah want to do this?
First and foremost, being unemployed. And then I had a friend named Katie Lowe's from Scandal who has her own Rewatch podcast, and she told me how much fun she was having doing it. And I thought that would be cool, although I've never seen the show. So.
Why hadn't you watched the show in full ever?
I've just always been one of these actors that can't watch myself. I just get too in my head.
So what has it been like rewatching the episodes? Are you cringing? Are you crying? Are you holding your breath? All of the above?
All of the above a little bit, but I will say for the most part, super positive.
Okay.
It's an amazing show. And I can remove my own ego from it. I'm one small piece of a huge puzzle. You're going to tell our experiences of making a television show, what it's like to go from that first audition where, for me, I'd just gotten fired from a job months before, and Sarah was jumping from pilot to pilot, and to track that story of shooting that first season, not knowing if it's going to get picked up, moving your whole life to a different city to shoot a show. So as much as it is a way for us to talk about our reaction to the show in real time, it's also a way for us to tell our personal stories of what it's like to make a show that goes on to be this sort of crazy hit.
I like to read, and once I read something, I understand it, and once I understand it, I never forget it.
How much of the lines do you remember? When you see
God.
scenes, can you actually recite what's
No,
next?
no, I do not
It's
have
gone?
a photographic memory. That's gone. That's gone.
You know about immigration law.
Doesn't everybody?
Now she looks familiar to me.
I think you
Where
know her.
do I know her from?
Have we met?
Nope. But I'm Mike, by the way.
Claire.
She's such a better actor than me.
And you guys were engaged at this time, right?
We probably were, yes.
Have your daughters seen any clips of mom and dad acting together?
No, they refuse to watch it. They're not interested. For some reason, they say they really want to watch Pretty Little Liars in Paris. And then the other day, we were with my daughter at the park, and she was just running around going, "Do you know my dad? He's on Suits." And I was like, "You can't do that. You know that we're not gonna do that."